Hello there. Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 7 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Specifically, how to use my life from the top of the mind philosophy to bring more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do. Today I want to look at a quote that I found on Pinterest. By the way, each week I send out one of my favorite quotes along to about 6,000 people on my quote list if you would like to be on that list and receive one of my favorite quotes each week along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that quote to life. All you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, or just Google Bill Crawford Ph.D. I'll come up on the first page. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Put your name, email address, and each week I will send you one of these quotes along with a short video. So this quote talked about mixing bad words and bad moods and how that's not a good idea. And of course, I agree. But I want to take it a little bit and apply brain science to that. For those of you who follow my life from the top of the mind philosophy, you know I believe that everything we think and feel and do and say, how we react to others, how others react to us, all has to do with how the brain processes information. So I basically show people how to become more influential in that process so that they can become more influential in their lives and in the lives of others. So I'm going to play with the quote a little bit and then apply brain science to it. So my version of the quote goes like this. You never want to let a bad mood trigger bad words. Moods can be changed, but words can live in their hearts and minds forever. So let's unpack that and see how it works, and again, see how we can use it to be more influential in our lives. Number one, the idea is it's not about mixing bad words with bad moods. Frankly, bad words in general are never a particularly good idea, unless you're just kind of going, and kind of getting it out. But after that, they don't really serve us. And what happens is we don't choose bad words because we think they're a really good idea. Our bad mood triggers a bad word. And that's because of our limbic system, the way our brain is processing information. For those, again, who follow my life from the top of the mind philosophy, you know we got this lower part of the brain called the brainstem. This is where our resistance, our anger, our frustration, our fight or flight responses come from. Middle part of the brain, the limbic system, kind of acts as a scanner, a mini processor, and a router. So it scans incoming data, and if it sees anything as negative or problematic or threatening, it throws us immediately down to that brainstem, and that's where we find ourselves reacting. The upper 80% of the brain, the neocortex, is where we make more purposeful choices about who we are and how we are. So if our goal is to be influential in our life and the lives of others, we want to come from that most purposeful, influential part of the brain. And when we're in a bad mood, we're not in this upper 80% of the brain. So the first thing we want to do is just to recognize whenever I'm in a bad mood, which is understandable, we'll all find ourselves in that from time to time, I never want to speak from that bad mood. I never want to engage others when I'm in that bad mood because that bad mood will trigger bad words and it will live in their mind forever, in their hearts and mind forever. Now, doesn't really live in their heart. That's where the blood is pumped throughout our body. But it's a metaphor for their emotions. It's going to live in their emotions and their thoughts for a long time because remember, their limbic system is scanning the environment for signs of threats or danger. And when we become that sign, when our bad mood and bad words kind of trigger their limbic system and they react, then all of a sudden that lives in their limbic system because remember, the limbic system is designed to hold on to images or perceptions that it perceives as dangerous in order to keep us safe as a species. Unfortunately, these days it's not really keeping us safe, it's just keeping us reactive. So we don't want to be coming from this middle lower part of the brain because that's not the most purposeful part of who we are. We want to be coming from the top of the mind. And when we're engaging others, we want to bring out the best in them. We want to engage the best of them. If we're in a bad mood and we let that bad mood trigger bad words, that's going to work against us. Not only in the moment, because they're not going to hear what we have to say is valuable, but again, it's going to resonate in their mind and heart for a long time, and it's going to keep them from really hearing us as someone that they want to trust, that they want to follow, that they want to learn from. So if you are influential in other people's life, if you're a parent or a leader in an organization, have a leadership role anywhere, or if you want to become more influential in a relationship, a family relationship, intimate relationship, We've got to make sure we are starting by making sure that if we are in a bad mood, we go somewhere and change that mood, or at least go somewhere and not interact with other people, because we don't want that bad mood to trigger the bad words, which then we have to start cleaning up and finding a way to get over. And that takes a while, because that "can I trust you" part of their brain is interpreting us as someone who they can't trust because of how they reacted to what we said in the past. If this is helpful for you, this is what I do. I get to go around the world teaching people how to access this clear, confident, creative part of the brain. I do this with organizations, individuals, professional associations. If you would like me to come and do this for your organization, all you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. In the meantime, I hope you're liking the videos. If you do, please hit the like button, share them with your friends, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook. I'm also on Pinterest and LinkedIn, all the social media. I'm on iTunes, the podcast in iTunes. So you can find me everywhere. And what I do is I take my life from the top of the mind philosophy and apply it to all aspects of life. And I post one of these videos each week. So if you're finding it valuable, hit the like button and let me know. In the meantime, here's to you, bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity to everything you do. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.